Hello. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a little late night meditation. Please bear with me for a moment while I work on, it has me, trying to share this out to the group that I have. Oh, hey, that's not what I want to do. Oh, you don't need to see my bed. Okay. So let me see if I can share this. Oops. Thank you for your patience. Hi, Patty. Welcome. I'm sharing this in a few spots and getting myself all set up. So please bear with me and we will do a little meditation in just a little bit. I'm trying to do one thing. So tell me how your day has been, everybody. Tell me how this beautiful Tuesday in October is treating you. It seems to be in our neck of the woods that we have fully reached fall. It was crisp and cool. There was frost on the windshield this morning. But it was sunny. Oh, the sun today in upstate New York was beautiful. Paste. Cool. Alrighty. I'm working on this. Going live. Late night meditation. I'm trying to go live on my Unique Beauty page and then share it within my group. I have this group. Good day. Fantastic. I have this group that I've created on Facebook that is Unique Beauty and Meditation Virtual Community. It is a Facebook group where I share everything Unique Beauty and meditation. And we have a few more lives and a few more. I can just kind of do both salon services and intuitive meditative services and share all that information. But I'm trying to go live on my Unique Meditation page and then share it in there. So hopefully it'll work. As well as, fingers crossed, that I can go live on Instagram too. So we are going to see if we can get that going. Okay, nice. I am live in both spots. Welcome, Instagram peeps. I am live for a little late night meditation. I'm going to try to do this on 2 platforms and hopefully it will all work out well. This is a little late night meditation. I like to meet. I've gotten it balanced now where we meet twice a month for some meditation to help to kind of revisit some different ideas and energies. I felt like today's meditation was inspired by self-acceptance and a little bit of mindfulness as to where we are and welcoming in and inspiring that which we seek to draw near us. So I figured we'd do this with some I am affirmations today. And as we go through these affirmations, I encourage you to witness how they feel to you. Witness how, when we say them, how you feel physically, how you feel emotionally, how you feel things that you might pair with them. Like, is there a color that comes to mind when you say the affirmation? Is there an impression that comes to mind? Things like that. So that's where our meditation is going to go today. Just a couple of business things. I wanted to let you know in the background, I have currently playing music from that I got off of indiemusicbox.com. The Chris, oh my God, I lost his last name. Chris Collins is the artist name. And I really enjoy this music. I now have it. It is a playlist that I can play in the background of all of my live videos. It's royalty free, so it's great for practitioners that want to be able to have music in the background. It works well. And I've gotten now so that with this music that it's become my go-to playlist to relax. And when I sit down for my own personal meditation, or when I'm in the middle of being busy, I find that if I play this as one of my go-to meditative music playlists, it's now a natural reaction for my body and my mind to relax when I hear this. Which brings me to a good tip for your meditation practice, is to take some time to go and generate a playlist that works for you for meditation. Take a moment to kind of collect a few songs that you feel help you relax, and allow yourself to meditate to this playlist on a regular basis. When you do this, when that music plays naturally, I feel like it's been my impression and my experience that your mind and your body will naturally relax because of this playlist that you have. It's like a mind muscle memory, or your energy just responds to that music because, oh hey, this is a music we play in meditation, so this is the music that tells me I need to relax. And when you can revisit things like that on a regular basis, it can help you build that meditative energy amongst your practice. Also, things like setting up your meditation space, having certain oils that you use diffuse for your meditation, things like that. Really taking the time to meditate in the same spot or meditate in the same time each day, that helps you build that meditative energy on a regular basis, and it helps you incorporate that into your life. So I'm going to be going through shortly and listing and generating a bunch of events for November and December. Some of these will be online, some of these will be in person. Any of the group meditations that I have, the great thing about these is that we can do them online and in person. I have the Zoom conference app that we can use, where we can join in virtually. So if you're not local, any of the events that happen, meditation workshops that happen at the salon, you can join in as well. The only things that you can't participate in are the services like the grounded meditative pedicure, or the energetic facial, or the energetic manicure, which I'm really excited to incorporate the salon spa services that I know and love with the intuitive meditative energy services, and to incorporate them together to offer these services at my salon. So if you're interested, check out, for all the details, check out the uniquebeautyandmeditation.com website. It's a Vagaro powered website, and you can find information on classes, information on services, and all of the like. So now that we're done with the business end of it, one last business thing. Of course, with the Unique Meditation tips, tricks, ideas, and services, they're meant for spiritual entertainment and enlightenment purposes only. If you have any physical or mental health concerns, I encourage you to seek a physical or mental health professional, as well as any actions you take on suggestions or tips given in these videos or in these services are of your own responsibility. So thank you very much for joining me. So as I said earlier, for tonight's meditation, we're going to do some I am affirmations. I figured we'd start out with kind of taking a few deep breaths and focusing on our energy and our space. And then I'm going to have a few open-ended I am affirmations. I will say I am, and then you can fill in the blank with whatever it is that comes up. And allow yourself to be aware what comes up. Try not to control these first few I am affirmations. I feel like it's a great way for us to recognize where our emotions are, where our energy is, where our mind is when we move into this meditation. And then we'll move into a few that help to support us. I would love to take a minute for anybody that is joining me live. Take a minute and comment below what you're looking to welcome into your life. The energy or the emotions that you're looking to welcome into your life. Whether it's balance, whether it's peace, whether it's clarity, whether it's a grounded, more stable energy, strength, open heart, open mind, divine energy, whatever it is, just comment below that which you're looking to welcome into your life, and we will see if we can incorporate that in our meditation tonight. And I'm also interested in doing in the unique beauty and meditation virtual community. I'm interested in doing a little bit of a live card reading where we pull some cards for the group as well as maybe a few individuals. So if you are interested in that, comment below, interested in the card reading, and that way I know who's interested and who's going to join in and check things out. So yes, feel free. I hope I'm not missing comments. And if you would like to open your mind and your heart. Okay, thank you, Patty. We will absolutely incorporate that into our meditation. I am currently live on Facebook as well as Instagram. Thank you, Instagram people, for joining in and checking this out. Thank you, Facebook Live people, for joining in and checking it out. If you're interested in card reading. Perfect. Alrighty. If you are not part of the group, Patty, I will have you when we're done with this. If you are interested, check out the Unique Beauty and Meditation virtual community, and I think that's where I'm going to be doing the card reading. And maybe at the end of the day, we'll pull a couple, or at the end of the meditation, we'll pull a couple of inspirational cards. If you enjoy these live videos, please like them, comment on them, and share them on your feed, so that way we can get the don't have the Instagram. Actually, the community is on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, that works well. But if you like these videos and you enjoy seeing them, even if you watch them on the replay, please feel free to comment below and react and share them, so that way I can get the awareness out, and I know that it's something that you're interested in keeping going. Thank you very much. Yes, the live card readings actually, chances are, would take place in the virtual community on Facebook. So it's a Facebook group. So there you go. You don't have to worry about Instagram for you Facebook Live people. So we'll have you take a deep breath. Take a moment to settle your space if you need to settle anything in, or light a candle or anything like that. Close your eyes and take a nice, deep cleansing breath. And I want you to just take a moment to witness the space around you. Take a moment to listen to the sounds of the environment that you're in. Take a moment to recognize the aromas. Allow yourself to witness any energetic chaos that's happening in your environment, and give yourself permission to let it fall away. Allow yourself these moments to witness your environment and let them give you permission to relax. Trust that within this environment, whether it's busy or whether it's calm, you are giving yourself these few moments to relax and reconnect with yourself and your energy. We're going to start off with some breath awareness by counting with our breath. As you inhale, I'll have you count from 1 up until 4 or 5. And as you exhale, I'll have you count from the highest number, 5 or 4, down through 0. allow these numbers to ride the waves of your breath, moving slowly and smoothly, stretching out, giving you permission to relax with each wave, with each count of number. Trust that pairing these numbers, counting them in your mind, paired with your breath, trust that this is focusing your mind and your body. Each number, each count, gives you permission to focus inward and to release the tension of the day. At any point in time when you need to refocus, balance, and center your energy, you can visit these numbers, pairing them with your breath, giving you permission to relax, to focus inward, and find your center. We move into this meditation with an open mind and an open heart. We are grateful for these divine moments we've chosen to take today. And we welcome this meditation to be used for our highest good. We're going to move into our I am affirmations. We're going to start off with a few. I will say I am, and then I want you to fill in the blank. Let whatever comes to mind fill in that affirmation of I am. Just trust whatever pops into your mind. If it simply is I am and there is no extra words, that's completely okay. Trust that this affirmation is for your self-awareness. Be mindful of how they feel as the words float through your mind and through your energy. I am inhale to I am, and exhale to the second part of your affirmation, whatever it may be. I am and take just a few moments to sit in the energy of these affirmations. The affirmations that came to the surface for your self-awareness. How do they make you feel? What colors would you pair with them? Are there any images or symbols that are pairing with these affirmations today? Now we're going to move forward with some self-empowering affirmations. As we move through them, I'll have you inhale to I am and exhale to the second part of the affirmation. Allowing yourself to just sit and be mindful. Sit and witness these affirmations as they roll through you. I am light. Allow these words to roll through your mind, inhaling and exhaling to I am light. Pairing them with your breath. I am light. What colors do you feel pair with this affirmation? How about symbols or words or pictures do you feel with this affirmation, I am light? Now we're going to move on to I am brilliant. I am brilliant. Allow this affirmation to roll through your mind, pairing it with your breath, letting the words and the energy of I am brilliant wash over you. I am brilliant. How about colors? What colors do you pair with this affirmation? How about pictures or words or symbols? We're going to move on to the affirmation, I am love. Inhale to I am and exhale to love. Allow this affirmation to roll through your mind, pairing with your breath. I am love. What colors do you pair with the affirmation, I am love? How about symbols or words? What comes to mind? Now I'm going to have you shift your awareness for a moment to your mind and to your heart. I want you to become aware of your heart space happening in the center of your chest, into your mind, more right along your brow chakra, your mind space. And I want you to imagine that there are shutters within these spaces. And I want you to imagine that you are opening these shutters, opening them wide open. Maybe you feel the energies open in your heart and in your mind. Maybe you see the image in your mind's eye of the shutters opening up. Or maybe you just simply trust that it's happening in your imagination. And as you sit with this open heart and open mind, I want you to see the positive divine light, your beautiful brilliance, and that beautiful love flowing into these spaces. Let this brilliant light and love wash through you, washing through your mind and through your heart, spilling through these places and washing all through your body. All through your mind, until your whole body is so full that there's no place for it to go but out the bottom of your feet and into the ground, connecting you firmly to Mother Earth. I will have you take a nice deep breath, inhaling and exhaling for as long as you can. Letting this air wash through you, bringing your awareness back to your physical self. Bringing your awareness back to the space that we started this meditation in today. Opening up your eyes, moving your hands, moving your feet, bringing your energy back to the beginning of this meditation. If you are a journaler, I would love to have you take a few moments to write down any thoughts, inspirations, ideas that you had from this meditation. And a couple of things that I'm inspired to share, if that's okay. As well as I encourage you to share in the comments below, both for those of you that are live and those of you that are watching on the replay. I encourage you to share in the comments below how this meditation felt, what you saw, what you experienced, if you would like to in the comments. If you're not so sure you want to comment publicly, you can always private message me. As you're finishing your journaling or finishing sharing your comments in the comment box below, as you share them in this space, feel free. I'll share a few things that I felt. I felt very inspired by the I am affirmations today, but I felt like there is purpose to our self-awareness at first. Being aware of how we completed the affirmation I am was very powerful for us being aware of where our energy currently is. And I think it's very powerful. Very powerful for us to be aware of where we are energetically now and to have that self-acceptance, to trust that, you know what, I may be feeling this today. I may be in this spot today, but it doesn't own me, whatever that is. Whether it's good or bad, it doesn't own you. And you also have the option to choose differently. So having those self-aware affirmations in the beginning and then pairing them with affirmations that are more positive, supportive, and loving, maybe not more, at the very least as positive, supportive, and loving. I feel like when our I am affirmations in the beginning aren't that supportive and aren't that positive and are a little judgmental on ourselves, I feel like we can shift our energy and welcome in the more positive, loving light and energy. So I think that it's really kind of nice to pair them together. I think that it's important for us to remember that we are human, We are failable. I mean, we make mistakes. We're meant, and I don't know if they're necessarily mistakes. I feel like they're opportunities to learn and grow. I feel like we have the opportunity in all situations to pull, at the very least, a lesson, a life lesson from it. And when we can take a few moments to accept where we are energetically, emotionally, spiritually, physically, but then also understand that whether it's good or bad, those choices don't own us. It gives us the opportunity to make other choices when we feel we need to. But it also lets us accept our humanness. You know, we're not going to be happy-go-lucky every day, but then there's going to be some days where those I am affirmations in the beginning of this type of meditation are surprisingly joyful and cheerful and right on. And then there's other times you're going to be like, I don't want to feel these affirmations. I don't want to feel that way. And you can be aware of, okay, so is this why I've been grumpy all day? It kind of brings a lot of self-awareness, which I think is very powerful, if that makes sense. In the very beginning, I did have the impression of aunt pop into my mind, an aunt as if it was somebody's aunt that popped in right away. I also had the name, oddly enough, and I'm just sharing it to put it out there. I don't even know if it resonates with anybody. Padula. It popped into my mind in the beginning of the meditation when I was setting up, and I thought, I'll write it down and I'll put it out there. If it pegs with somebody, that's great. If not, I'll do a little research on what the name Padula really means. One of the first affirmations that I felt for the I am, fill in the blank affirmations, I felt I am at peace. And I felt like it was both giving us permission to be at peace, but also realizing that we're at peace in the chaos of life. I felt like we quite often, as life is busy, we get lost in that. And when we can take a few breaths and realize that this beautiful, intricate, chaotic life that we have sometimes we're at peace living the day-to-day of it. But we don't give ourselves time to just sit and realize that, if that makes sense. I also felt the second I am fill in the blank affirmation was I am angry that it's taking so long. That's what popped into my head, and I figured I'd put it out there. And I felt like that part of the affirmation was denoting our want to have things in place right now. We have the idea, we want it to happen, and I want it to happen now. And we're not always that patient. And I felt like this affirmation came up, and it was almost as if our guides were stepping back and saying, sometimes the sacred work that we're doing on our heart and our minds and our souls and our spiritual selves has a little bit of a different sacred timing. It has a different timing than what our human self wants. We want it to be right there, right now. I get the impression that this is the energy that I want. This is the thing I'm moving to. I want it here now. And sometimes, most of the time, it's the journey that's just as important as the end result. So when something feels like it's taking a while, when something feels like it's going on, it's taking way too long, maybe that's because it's a little bit of a notation to refocus on the journey and where you are currently. Have that self-acceptance and that awareness to where I am. Where am I currently in the journey? What is it that I'm currently in? So maybe it's not so much about the end result, but where I am now. And a couple of affirmations that help with that. I felt like the affirmations sacred work and sacred timing pair well with that as a reminder that our sacred work on our soul and our energy and our spirit and our whole self sometimes takes on more of a sacred timing that is a little bit different than our human mind, our day-to-day life process has. So sacred work and sacred timing are affirmations that are powerful for that. And I felt like as we were working on being aware of how these I am fill in the blank affirmations were working, I felt like there was a little bit of sadness that draped them, that we were feeling this way, but there definitely was, they were kind of sad that that was in us. Kind of like, oh, I didn't want to feel that way. But that's part of the power of the I am affirmations, is to build that self-awareness and that self-acceptance. So don't be sad, because then we shift into the more positive affirmations to help when your I am fill in the blank affirmations aren't that positive. That's okay. That's for that self-awareness and that self-acceptance. And then we shift into a more positive, joyful, self-supportive affirmation to welcome that energy into ourselves and into our space. The I am light affirmation I thought was kind of cool. I don't know what colors you guys paired with it. I would love to hear in the comments below, as well as feel free to comment or react so that I know that I'm not missing comments. I feel like sometimes when I'm live, oh good, I got a heart, I'm not missing comments. The I am light affirmation, I felt paired with the color purple really well. Hi Diana, thanks for joining. The I am light affirmation felt like the color purple welcomed in a higher awareness. Patty had mentioned something about open mind and open heart, and we did add in that little bit of that open mind, open heart imagery at the end, and I liked where that went. But I felt like this I am light affirmation with the purple color that I felt inspired this affirmation helped with that open mind, because I felt like it helped to offer a little bit of clarity, and it helped to offer a higher awareness. I felt like it opened our mind to a broader perspective so that we could see past our current focus. Sometimes we get so focused on the task at hand or the issue at hand or what we're working on, the homework at hand, if that makes sense, that we have to step back and look at the picture as a whole. And I feel like the purple offers that divine higher perspective, that broader perspective that helps us have a little bit more of an open mind and more clarity. And as we talk about that, I automatically think of the hawk, and the hawk also offers that. So if you have a tendency to see a lot of hawks or you resonate with a hawk energy, then that is encouraging you to have that open perspective. It's either encouraging or celebrating you to have that open perspective. Natural clear light, like a day at the beach. Oh, I love that. I love the day at the beach. Thank you, Diana, for sharing that, for sharing the excitement. Yes. I love that. The light is just so open and fresh. When you talk about the clear light and the day at the beach, it feels very much, Patty, like it's just clearing away old thought patterns. And that's how it's opening up your mind and opening up your energy for that broader perspective. It's just the I am light just gives you permission to welcome that light to flow through you and just clear away all those old thought patterns that no longer serve you. And to take that breath at the beach and to suck in that beautiful, crisp, fresh air. It's like being outside on a cool, crisp day where you take in the breath and like everything clears out. That's what I feel like when you talk about that clear light. That's really cool. Thank you for sharing. I feel sometimes to have the open mind and open perspective and that higher awareness, to welcome in that light truly into our energy, into our awareness, that we have to have full awareness and forgiveness for where we are currently, because we expect ourselves to be perfect, and we're not always perfect. Sometimes we are right where we need to be, good or bad. And I feel like having that, accepting ourselves from all sides and being able to see all facets of ourselves, help us realize the thought patterns that are no longer serving us, or realizing the situations that we're in that are no longer for our highest good, and helps us forgive them and shift our perspective to something that might be a little bit more healthier. And I feel like the I am light affirmation helps to shed a little bit of that light on that, or at least it did in our meditation today. The I am brilliant affirmation. The I am brilliant affirmation I felt came with the color teal. It felt very vivid, fresh teal. Um, and I've been kind of drawn to this color a lot anyway today. And I don't have any here currently with me to show you the color, but it's a very fresh, bright teal. And I feel like that teal, it's helping to support a positive communication, to help communicate our beautiful divine brilliance out into the world. It's encouraging us to be open to positively sharing that beautiful divine brilliance that sits inside of us, that we know is there, that we tap into on occasion, and share that out into the world around us, and to make it so that these little gifts that we have in our energy aren't just ours, that we share them with the world. And I feel like the teal energy helped us do that today with the affirmation, I am brilliant. Know that you are brilliant. Know that you have this beautiful divine sparkle that you carry, this beautiful divine light, and that you are ready to share it with the world and to find the unique ways that allow you to do that, whether it's smiling at somebody as you open the door for them at the coffee shop, or whether it's the job that you do or the task that you do, or leaving a little love note for somebody in your family when you make them lunch, whatever it is, however you communicate that beautiful light to the world. And the last affirmation was I am love. And I always like this affirmation because I feel like it gives us permission to welcome that love energy through us. And the image that popped into my mind when we did this affirmation was us being filled with pink, and the idea that we were filled from head to toe in a pink color, welcoming that love through ourselves as a whole. And I felt like the pink reminded us that love starts with ourself first. And that it invited us, this pink actually was a little bit different today because I felt like it invited us to balance our needs with life needs. That life day-to-day stuff that happens. I feel like this pink reminded us to find balance within our life and within our daily schedule, within our daily process as we take care of life and people within our life and the tasks we have to complete in life, to balance a little bit of that self-love so that we can fill up our bucket and that we can have that drop of the idea of the ripple effect in a pond. That one drop that creates that ripple that ripples out into your world is self-love. And having that, taking what you need to nurture yourself so that you can balance what you need to nurture those tasks or people or situations in your life. Very cool. So those were my impressions of the energy from our meditation today and the different affirmations along the way. Did you have an affirmation that you felt most drawn to? I know, Patty, you shared your light energy, and that was really cool. I love that. It was a very positive beach day. Like when you said that, I automatically got cheery, happy, and excited for you that you were on the beach in the affirmation, and that it felt very, I don't know, very positive and self-supportive. Very much a nod of celebration that you were letting old thought patterns fall to the side. Very cool. So, if everybody's interested and doesn't need to run off, I have a couple of card decks here. I have my affirmation deck, which I've collected over the years, affirmations from all different sources. And I have a color-inspired deck that is a little bit different than my usual color card deck. But if you're interested, give me some reactions, and I will share a couple with you while we finish off our meditative experience today. Alrighty, I will definitely share a couple then. Thank you. And if you are interested in sitting down, connecting with me one-on-one for a personalized meditative meditation or intuitive reading, you absolutely can connect with me to do that. You can private message me, or you can connect with me on uniquebeautyandmeditation.com, which is a Vagaro-powered website where you can book the service online. And we would, with these services, we record them so that you have them to listen to. It's really great with meditation, because we focus the meditation for your energy and for we can customize it for what it is you want to welcome into your life, or we can just welcome your energy into it and your divine circle into it and help and let them guide us through the process. So if you're interested in connecting one-on-one, I would love to work with you. Feel free to message me. So we're going to start off with our affirmations. I'm going to sneak in and grab this one way over on the side. It's kind of where I'm feeling it. Oh, my daughter's gotten to these, my little 2-year-old. So I got some facing up, some facing down, some going all over. She comes in and she flips my cards over and picks a few cards out and hands them to me. So I think it's kind of fun. The affirmation to help support us today, and on our little Instagram over here too. All my challenges and choices move me forward to my highest good. I'll say it again. All my challenges and choices move me forward to my highest good. This card, I feel, reminds us to have a little bit of that self-reflection and to take a moment to open up to what our challenges and our choices have taught us. We judge ourselves for choosing wrong, and we judge ourselves for being wrong when we're dealing with a challenge. But I feel like sometimes these challenges and choices are guideposts to help to guide us on our path and help us learn more about ourselves. So when we can take a deep breath and step back and think about a situation that we struggled with, thinking about a choice or a challenge that we had that we struggled with, and it just wasn't a good spot for us to be. And when we can step back and be like, okay, what is it that I learned? How did I feel through it? What did I learn through it? And what possibly positive could have come from it? And I feel like when we focus on what we've learned from it, it helps to give us a foundation to move forward and to step up into our highest good a little bit more. And I feel like this affirmation card nods at that and helps remind us to focus on that. And when we have a challenge, or when we're having choices that we're focusing on and wondering why did we make that choice, to take the moment to, okay, what is this teaching me? And that helps us find that little piece of positive amongst it. Battery's getting low. I'm sorry, Instagram peeps, if this ends. My battery's getting low. Okay, so the color cards we're going to open up. And actually, the color card today that we pulled is the 8th chakra card. All that my soul has ever been and will become rests gently in this moment. My soul-filled power is here and now. There's a couple of things that come to mind with this. I feel like this, let me reread that. All that my soul has ever been and will become rests gently in this moment. My soul-filled power is here and now. I feel like this one, it kind of feels like it's leaning more towards when we heal ourselves and we find a higher perspective and the positive notion in our current moment. I feel like we can heal the past as well as heal the future, all in the current moment. And we knew what we knew. We did what we did when we knew what we knew, if that makes sense. When we did the best we could with what we had at the time, and as we've learned and grown, it's brought us to this moment here. And our true power happens in this moment. And we get lost with thinking about the past, and we get lost with thinking about the future, and, oh, what am I going to be down the road? How am I going to get here? Or thinking about the past and what was and what no longer is, or thinking about what we did in the past, and reminding ourselves that we have the power here and now to make the choices that we need to help us move forward. and to help us be what we want to be, and that our true power happens now in this moment. And I feel like it reminds us that when we focus on who we are now, who we want to be now, in the tasks, in the exercises, in the items that, in the way we live our life, in the way we fill our day, today, now, helps us create a pattern. And as we move forward with that pattern, today I choose this. Today I choose to meditate for 5 minutes. Today I choose to pull out a card for a little spiritual enlightenment. Today I choose to have a salad instead of stopping at McDonald's. Whatever it is to help you support yourself, that power is in the now moment, the choices you make today. And then each today, we make that choice. Each today, each now moment, we continue to make those choices. And then it grows into a pattern, and it grows into a self-supportive forward motion in little now moments. And I feel like that's where the idea that the now moments help to heal the past and prepare the future in the perspective that we give to ourselves right now. So don't get lost too far in the past, and don't get lost too far in the future. Allow yourself to focus on the now. And what can I do right now to celebrate my best self? What can I do right now to support my best self? What choices can I make today, now, to move myself and to celebrate who I am and to express who I am to myself and to the world? Kind of bringing it back to that brilliance affirmation that we had earlier, and that welcoming that light and that self-love in. So very cool. I like those cards. I'm glad we pulled them. I think they're inspiring, and I think they also fit well and are a little thought-provoking with our meditation today. How do those cards resonate with you? Leave a comment below. Let me know how they feel. I feel like they kind of, like I said, a little thought-provoking and help to remind us that our true power happens now, and to choose to focus on what those challenges and choices brought us with lessons, heals and empowers us now so that it can heal and empower our past and our future. Very cool. All at the same time. Very cool. And I feel like that could get into a very long, lengthy conversation about time and how it's all fluid, but we won't get into that tonight. So I would like to thank you all for joining me through this meditation tonight. For those of you that are watching live or on the replay, if you are interested in connecting one-on-one, I encourage you to do so. Message me, check out the website, join the virtual Unique Beauty and Meditation virtual community, where we will be hopefully doing some intuitive card readings here in the near future, where we'll be choosing more of these cards or that of the like, and we can maybe pull some cards specifically for individuals. So thank you, Patty, for joining. Thank you, Diana, for joining, and for those of you that joined and didn't comment. And I hope you have a wonderfully, uniquely beautiful evening. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you for joining. Have a wonderful evening. Now I gotta figure out how to disconnect all my technology. Whoa. Okay, so those of you, I'm sorry, this is completely off subject. I was disconnecting my Instagram before I disconnected my Facebook Live. And when the Instagram Live shut down, there was some Halloween makeup with what looked like a knife come out of this girl's cheek as it shut down, and it just kind of startled me and made me laugh. Okay. Well, on that note, I hope you have a good chuckle before you go to bed, and I hope you sleep well. Thank you very much, and have a uniquely beautiful day. Oh, and as always, remember that these tips, tricks, and ideas are meant for spiritual empowerment and enlightenment purposes only. If you have any physical or mental health concerns, please seek a physical or mental health professional.